Hello and welcome to my channel. Wow, guys, it's official. 2016 is so back. I've sat here for probably about 20 minutes trying to decide what should I talk about in my first YouTube video. You know, like what makes a good intro video? And you know what makes a good first video on YouTube? A video. Doesn't matter what it's about. But either way, I decided that I will introduce myself. Hello, I am Ella. I'm 22 years old. I live at home with my parents in my childhood house, and I have a big girl job where I work a 9 to 5, and I am 1 year post-grad. Got all that? Good. Me neither. So this is kind of full circle. I have always been drawn to cameras. I was always the kid. Who's calling me right now? Great. Now I can't remember what I was saying. This feels very exciting, very full circle moment, as I was saying. I've always been drawn to cameras. I used to film YouTube videos on my mom's big Nikon camera, but I didn't have editing software at the time. I was also like 12, so nothing really ever came from it, but I was always obsessed with watching RCL Beauty 101, Crazy Ray Ray, who is now Hey It's Saray. I still watch her. I still love her. So there's any inspiration for why I want to start vlogging specifically, it's her. Love it. But you know, like Alicia Marie, all those like OG like YouTubers, those are my jam, and I always wanted to be them. But so now 22 years old, and here I am. Being in your 20s, it's a very weird part of your life, and it got to a point post-grad, you know, starting my new job, and I felt like my time was being taken away from me. I mean, the transition is hard. It is rough. I feel like I had no time for my hobbies. I still feel like I don't have enough time to do everything that I want in a day, and it sucks because it feels like I don't have control over my life. Time does. But I told myself, you know what, 2026 is the year that I stop telling myself, oh, maybe I'll do this. No more maybes. We're gonna do it. Because here's the thing, I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I'm a chronic perfectionist. So I don't start something until I think it's perfect. So I plan and I plan and I plan and I write and I don't post, and I film things like these and I don't post because it's not perfect. Fuck perfectionism, okay? Hashtag fuck perfection. I hate it. So that's why we're here. 2026 is the year that I let myself be imperfect. And I also just want to document this weird stage in my life. You know, no one ever has this part of their life figured out, and it can be a very daunting time, especially with social media, and you see all of these people who are younger than you or the same age as you and are somehow more successful than you, or they're getting these opportunities that you've always wanted. It can be so much. And I just kind of had to remind myself that I need to be where my feet are. And that means being more in the moment, and I'm hoping that this channel helps me to do that. I'm not looking for a following. I'm not really looking for anything. This channel could literally just be me, and I would be very content with it. And that's why it's called ersverse. Ers, E-R-S, is my initials, and verse is for universe. This YouTube channel is going to be my little universe of the world, my little corner of the internet. So if you're here and you're watching and you've made it this far, thank you. I'm happy you're here. Some of the stuff that I will probably be posting is I like reading. So maybe book reviews, maybe just videos of me reading, who knows? I know I love to talk. I love vlogs. I love to travel. I'm going to New York very soon, in like 19 days. So I'm really hoping to document that in a vlog style, but also cinematically, because I see movie trailers in my head and I'm tired of having them just sit there. I also like to write. I'm gonna plug my Substack somewhere in the what's it called? the description. I'm gonna plug it there. And that was another thing. I told myself, like I said, I would write, but then I don't post because it's not perfect. One of my resolutions is to, one, post to YouTube, post to TikTok, and then also post at least one Substack a month, so you can find me on there. I kind of just will talk about anything and everything, just like I'm gonna do here. I also like the gym. Probably won't be posting anything related to that. Oh, aside from meal planning, because I love to cook and I love to meal plan. But yeah, that's what I'm here for. This is just me finally taking the leap and doing something that I have wanted to do for years, but I felt that I didn't have the time or I was too scared. And here's what I realized. There is never ever going to be a good time to start something. The time to start is now. If you can do it, if you can take the leap, if you can take the opportunity, then do it now. Do it scared. You know, do it excited, do it angry, do it sad. Just do it. Take this video as your sign. If you've been sitting on a project that you've just been scared to click the post button for, or you just have felt like, oh, I'm not ready yet, or just frustrated because you did start it but you weren't perfect, take this as a sign to try again. But I'm just hoping that this channel, if anyone is watching or if anyone does subscribe, can just be a little area that someone can come to if they feel like they're in the same boat as me, and just kind of find comfort in knowing the fact that you are not alone. My main thing that I really want to do is be where my feet are. I am in my childhood town for the first time in 4 years because I would come here on breaks from UCF, but you know, I lived in Orlando. I'm in my childhood town and I now have the opportunity to view this area not through the lens of a 16-year-old or 17-year-old, but a 22-year-old who's trying to make friends outside of her friend group that all still lives in Orlando. I miss them. And also, because of the experiences I've had with like studying abroad and stuff, I'm no longer afraid to do things by myself, which helps. And I don't care if people see me filming to myself in public. So that's what I want to do. I want to just figure out this era of my life, and I just want to document it. And I also want to just take the opportunity that I have right now with living with my parents and living at home to really appreciate where I grew up and just explore and, you know, go on little adventures to try to make my dull 9-to-5 life not so dull. You know, figure out what fills my cup. If you watched this far, thank you. That's a kiss to all of you. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go make a bowl of cereal and go watch Dairy Girls. I'll be back at some point. Bye!